Now, one of the more advanced optimization techniques, an occluder, is really going to help us out within our 4 rooms level that we have here. And I'll tell you why. If you go back up and take a look at this func breakable we have here, it's not sealing the visibility between this room and that room. And in that same token, it's actually not sealed because we have a hole in the wall, but that hole is not allowing us to see really anything in the world. What an occluder does is blocks not world geometry, not brushes, but entities. So we can block the visibility of several entities in this room, including all these static crates, the light coming from our lamp, our prop object here, our sandbag wall, and the flag for the control point. And that'll save us some resources, but in order to do so, we have to define an area using an occluder that will tell the engine not to look at props that are completely surrounded by that occluder. So if we simply made an occluder, just as big as our func breakable, it would not actually work as intended because the visibility of our wall is being broken by that func breakable throughout the entire wall. So what we would do is go to our brush tool. And we'll zoom in on our wall here. And we're going to match this entire wall, scale our grid a lot down. We're going to just create right inside that wall. You don't actually have to do it as large. We can just make a little thing inside. But the entire length of the wall, the entire height of the wall, floor to ceiling, we'll choose from our textures, the tools textures, our occluder texture. Leave that guy right on the edge. Hit OK. Then I'm going to tie it to an entity and tie it to a func occluder. Apply. And we'll have an initial state active or inactive. I'm going to leave it active so that when we start this map, this occluder is going to tell our map, don't draw any models on the other side of me that are completely surrounded by me. So anything within this field, all this stuff, won't be drawn from anywhere where I can see my occluder until we break this wall. To do that, we'll set an output to our func breakable that says on break, then name our occluder. Grab our occluder here. Can pull it inside a little bit to stop the shimmy effect. Bring it up, we'll give it a name. We'll call it, which side of the map are we on? We're on the east side. We'll call it Occluder East. Or Occluder 1, Occluder 2, whatever you want. Whatever helps you find it within your map. And we'll say on this func breakable that on break, Occluder East, deactivate. We have to do it to both because it's likely that if this piece gets broken first, we also want those props to become visible to the people running around. So this solution is really only going to help our system performance, our map performance, until these walls get broken. But it's still something that you'll notice is useful, especially more in linear maps where you're moving forward in progress and stuff starts falling off the map as you continue on. But at least the beginning of the map will run a little faster. So this guy will add an output as well. We'll say same thing on break, the Occluder East, deactivate. There we go. Okay. And we'll just do the same for the other side of our map. So why don't we copy our occluder. And just shift drag it into its new home. Make sure it's completely sealing our level. Okay, we'll change its name to be Occluder West. See, it's bold, meaning something else is sharing its name. And then these breakables here, we'll add outputs to. Add on break, Occluder West, disable, deactivate. And what was up with that last one? It looked like we actually You targeted the wrong thing. This guy, same thing. You know, we can actually copy from here to the new guy. Paste. On break, occluder west, deactivate. Okay. Now, for some reason, I have the vague feeling that the other one, some got messed up because there's a lot more options than there should have been. So, take a look at the output. Occluder east, on break, occluder east, deactivate. That's right. And this guy, where is it? There it is. On break, occluder east, I guess that's right, deactivate. Okay. Just looked weird to me before. So, we're good. Now, before those walls are broken, either of those walls, we will see no chance of seeing any of the prop objects on the other side, which should save us some system resources. We could also place other occluders elsewhere on our map if we didn't want any of the props to get rendered, say, in that room while we're standing in this hallway. So we could add an occluder to this wall that doesn't render any props past it until we get to the other side of it, which could help speed things along if our visibility is drawing these areas when we don't want to. So, okay, so we could go back into our game. You know, actually, because of the height, we'll actually be looking up at this. Let's make our occluder go all the way floor to ceiling just before we compile, because it actually probably will have an effect on what is and what is not visible. So, sorry about that. Let's just grab these things, grab the other side, and scoot it right down to the ground. Now, this is a really big occluder, so it's actually might take a lot of system time just for the engine to determine when and we're not looking at it. But at any rate, let's just give it a shot and see what it does within our map. So we'll run our map. Alright, let's just pick ourselves a character as soon as this pops up. Alright, yep, sure. Yep. And we'll enable cheats, SV underscore cheats plural 1. And mat underscore wireframe 1. Turn that off. And now, whoop, don't need our flashlight. As soon as our map actually loads up, you'll notice that in that other room, we still see the light way down there that's actually in the hallway, only from certain areas of our map, though. You don't see any of those prop objects, but as soon as I set up shop here, whoop, sniper, it's going to take me forever to kill that wall. Hold on, let me change change characters, go back to our machine gunner, because he'll be able to take out that wall in no time. And spawn, spawn, spawn. Okay, so now, still, same thing. You notice you don't actually see any of the objects in that room. Out of the displacement. Set up shop, and we'll destroy our wall. Kind of fun to look at the... There it is. Boom. Wall topples down. Suddenly all those prop objects are indeed visible again. So, nice way to get rid of some objects that maybe you wouldn't see if not for objects such as funk breakables. We could check out the other side as well, just for good measure, see how things appear and disappear in our map. That whole side now is going away. That's good. Less geometry to render, the better. And you'll see, I can't see the stuff in there. Kind of can see the sandbag there from my angle, but whoa. Set up shop, and we'll destroy that breakable wall. Everything comes back. So, occluders. Pretty cool. Help out a lot. Don't go overboard with occluders. Don't go overboard with area portals. Those ones do actually take in-game processing power. Use your visibility areas. Use hints. Those guys, although they're a little confusing to discuss, are your best friends, and they're free. They're calculated during compile times. Nothing has to go into them when you're playing the game. Okay, so optimize away. Not the most glamorous thing in the world.